Hey grade 5, today you're going to be working to figure out a little bit more about your resources, so what products you're going to need to buy to be able to make your good or service. So there are 3 steps today. This video is going to focus on the first step, knowing your resources. So let's just jump right in. Your first step is going to be to open up this document. And right when you open it, you and your team will need to go here, go File, make a copy, and you'll rename this document with your group's name and resource research. Okay. And this is where you're going to be figuring out the prices of the different resources you'll buy. So let's just remember really quickly, capital resources, these are any pre-made good or products that you're going to buy. So pretty much anything that you're going to need to buy from the store to make your product or make your service, you are going to need to add to this list. We also have a spot to add your human resources. This is any education or training. This might not cost any money, but it might cost your time, and your time is valuable. So we want to make sure that we record that and factor into our price. And finally, you'll just list any natural resources that you plan to find or get for free. Okay, so let's go up to the top here. The first and probably most helpful step is going to be to do your research with your group to know exactly what resources you'll need. So I would start by making just a big list of your resources. I have your first draft of your lists, and I'll post those so that you can see the pictures of what you said you might need. But for example, I know, let's say I'm going to make bath bombs for my group. I would maybe start by finding a recipe I liked and just writing it down that I'm going to need to buy all of these things. These are all of my capital resources that I'll need. So let's see. First ingredient here says I need 1 cup of baking soda. So I'm going to go shopping for baking soda. On the Google Slides, I've included a link to Target.com. Target.com is just an American shopping site that I think is really easy to use. So you can feel free to research using Target, or if you prefer, you can go on your own personal field trip to Jumbo or to other local stores in Tana or wherever you are to find prices. Or if there's another website you prefer to use, like Amazon or anything you like, you can use those websites. So I'm just going to use Target because I'm comfortable with it. So I searched, just so you can see how I did it. I went to the search bar up at the top. Which is right there. And I selected, and I just typed in baking soda. And then I can come back down here. All right, so these are my results. And I like the look of this first one, right? So it says that I can get 1 pound of baking soda, and that's going to be 85 cents. That seems like a great price to me. So on my research recorder, I would say I needed baking soda. I've already pre-typed these, but I'm just changing the color. So I needed baking soda, and I see that from Target.com, I can buy it for 85 cents a pound. Okay. The next section, yield, requires you to do a little bit of math because it's asking you, with the amount of product you bought, how much can you make? So let me look back at my bath bomb recipe. It says that with 1 cup of baking soda, I can make 4 bath bombs. So I'm going to want to write that down. With 1 cup of baking soda, I can make 4 bath bombs. But I see that they're selling baking soda by the pound, not by the cup. So I need to figure out now how many cups are in a pound. So I researched and I found out that 1 pound is equal to 2 cups. So if I buy 85 cents worth of baking soda, I can make 8 bath bombs. Right? Because I can get 2 cups worth, which is 4 times 2. I can make 8 bath bombs. So I'm thinking about my product. I think I'll probably want to make more than just 8 bath bombs. That doesn't really seem worth my time. So I've decided I'm going to buy, so if I can make 8 bath bombs per pound of baking soda, I'm just going to buy 3 boxes of baking soda. So I'm going to buy 3 pounds of baking soda. So my yield is going to be 24. I can make 24 bath bombs if I buy 3 boxes of baking soda. So again, this might be a really tricky step depending on what you're making. Just use your best guess and explain your thinking as much as possible here. Yeah, it's not necessarily a science, but we just want to be as accurate as we can. So I'm going to fill in the rest of this chart. So I'm going to buy three boxes, and my total cost would be 85 cents times 3, which would be $2.55. All right, so I would do this for each of my ingredients, right? So I see I need all of these ingredients. Oops. I would do it for each of the ingredients on my list. Then, after I've figured out all my capital resources, all the things that I need to buy to make my good or service, I can move on to human resources. And remembering that human resources, it's the people we're going to need. So if you plan to hire someone to help you, that's a human resource. If you are hiring a tutor to help you learn how to do something, that's a human resource. For me, my main resource is going to be the time that I use to learn to make this. So I'm predicting that for me, I'm going to need to learn how to make bath bombs. And I bet that I could do that. I can practice it in probably about 3 hours. Right? So I'm saying, okay, I think it'll take me about 3 hours to learn this skill. That's my human resource. The next part is you've got to put a price on your time. So you might say your time is worth more or worth less. To me, I'm just going to say an average price per hour would probably be about $5 per hour. So I'm saying my time that I'm spending to do this is worth $5 per hour. So $5 per hour times my 3 hours, my total cost of human resources would be $15. And finally, natural resources. This is where you would list off anything that you plan just to find in nature, or things that won't cost money. So things I'm thinking of for natural resources are things like water. I might find some flowers or leaves to put inside my bath bombs. Those are things I'm not going to have to pay for. I'm not going to have to go to the store to find them. I'm just going to find those raw materials in nature. Okay, so this is your first step. Again, you should fill out this whole chart with your materials. Really think of everything you need. If you're having a carnival, what prizes are you going to give? Think about from start to finish everything you need to buy, and if you need to, you can add another row. So you can put insert row below. You can add as many rows as you need. Okay? When you're all the way finished with this, I would appreciate if you please share it with me. So share, and then you can just type my email address in there. Okay? If you have questions, send me a Zoom message. I can't wait to see this, guys. All right, see ya.